What's the Avaani. Mic test. Mic test. 3, 2, 1. With the end of 2 overs, a score update for all the viewers out there. 25 runs has been scored of 2 overs at 2.5 overs per. Noma and Dar scoring 19 runs of 7 balls, and Assad has scored 6 runs of 5 balls. Taking a little bit of time to settle in, but he's looking, once he gets going, you know, it'll be a spectacle to watch him play, because he's a very, very explosive batsman. And must have been a commentary curse, but you know, the Avaani cricket team wouldn't be hurt with this, because they've got a deep batting lineup that can come quite handy when it comes to chasing this steep run chase of 330 runs. Ladies and gentlemen, watching this stream from wherever you are, and it's quite an exciting spectacle for everybody involved here. Ziad Khan walks into the crease. It is a tricky situation to bat. Usually he's regarded as a clutch player. To those of you who are not aware of the term, clutch players are those who perform during pressure matches, and as I was telling you, that was slapped through the covers. That was a beautiful shot. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 fielders placed on the circle, on the 30-yard circle, and he didn't hesitate to slap that ball, and 4 runs off of his first ball. Well, it was a great batting performance from the batsman of great hits, Abad. The top 3 player, scored all those 330 runs. But Avaani Cricket Club players would not hesitate to go after this. You know, that's the capacity that the team possesses. After all of the games that they have played together, they understand the strength of each other, and they would want to capitalize the capacity of every individual's here. He wanted to play that over the covers, but just hit the inside part of the bat, didn't connect quite well. And as much as I am engaged in commentary, I would have loved to go and watch the game from the sideline. And that's been called and requested as a noble from the dugouts. All the players are watching from the hill on the side, but it's been forward. That would be quite relieving for Nomandar. He scored 100 in his last match, and Avaani was able to successfully chase the run chase of 150 odds runs in just 9 overs. That would have done a big confidence to the team, considering the fact that outfields are quite good in this tricky situation with a little bit of dew present on the field. It's a tricky situation to bowl, and this could have been called wide, but interesting call there from umpire. How beautiful was that? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, all the viewers watching and supporting Avaani Cricket Club, as well as this stream sponsored by Avaani Media, which is one of the associated partner for the umbrella company Avaani Enterprise. This has been brought to you by Avaani Real Estate and Avaani Enterprise. There was once again a beautiful shot carved from the top of the cover fielders. Once again, at the moment, 4 fielders allocated for the offside, and that deep play has been taken out just because of some of the shots that he has played. And good players, they do sometimes manipulate the fielders. The fielders that was allocated there has been moved out there, covering that offside reason. So definitely the ball is trying to bowl towards the offside. And that's why Chia tried to shuffle towards the leg side initially, and this is scooped. That's been scooped. This is excellent. The bowler perhaps could have tried bowling towards the offside, but was slightly straight, and Chia didn't hesitate to scoop that ball. It wasn't that much of pace, considering what he's used to playing against. Very small attire, but very, very explosive and dangerous batsman, packed with all sorts of technicalities that you can imagine for a batsman. And I'll be trying to make my voice as exciting as possible, but I hope you're enjoying the stream nonetheless, from your home, from your phone, from the TV screen that you're watching this stream from. This has been lofted. This is what a left-handed and right-handed combination can do for the team. single. Once again, Jia comes into the crease, and just a score update: 3.4 overs with a score of 43 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. That's pulled beautifully. That would have been called 6, but has been given 4s. That did look 6, but the field is a little bit dark on that side of the field, and it's hard to call. But I think one of the organizers did call it. So the score is 48 for 1 at a loss of 4 overs. This has been carved towards the leg side. Ball's gone racing towards the fence. In the language of Ravi Sastry, like a tracer bullet. This process of cricket is very addictive, to be honest, because you're chasing 330 runs and you know you are going to either not chase those runs, or the innings going to be full of shots. That's going to be a spike of dopamine rushing through your body and brain. And as I was speaking, that was lofted way deep into the mid-wicket. The teammates cheering for Noman Dar, and that was a beautiful 6 from the top of the cow corner. Oh, that's class for you. That's class for you by Noman Dar. You would think one batsman, having lofted a full toss or a half volleyball over the mid-wicket region, or to be precise, cow corner region where the fielder was allocated, you would think he's going to slog next one, but that was lofted straight up from the top of the fielder there at mid off. I beg your pardon. Oh, once again, that was a beautiful shot. It requires the temperament to execute some of those things, and the fielders had to go and gather the ball. Beautiful spectacle, by the way. The field set, a little bit dark around the place, but these are some of the Avaani Cricket Club spectators and supporters. I'm loving the stream and the commentary that so far Avaani Cricket Club's going good. Oh, that's definitely noble. That's noble called by the umpire. And that's 6. Beautiful. Those are some bonus runs. Yes, this is what can happen when the ball is wet. Usually the bowler is regarded as quite accurate and composed when it comes to executing good balls in these days, but there's a little bit of pressure there because of the all-round shot that Noman Dar has been executing so far. Flawless batting by Noman Dar. Well, you'll have to see the replay because I missed that one there because I think that was a catch, but that has been dropped. If it was a catch, that has been dropped. But I think by the reaction of the players, that must have bounced before going to him. And that's a big blow. That's a big blow. Players of Great Hyderabad would be relieved. Norman Dar goes after scoring 48 runs of 17 balls with that ball that took his wicket. That was a fantastic inning. That's what Avaani Cricket Club requires from each of their players. You know, the explosiveness. Jihad Khan was on non-strike, scoring 18 runs of 8 balls with 4 boundaries in his name so far. Okay. So the players of Great Hyderabad have got a set of plans by the look of it. Not a big hurdle there. All players seem to be gathering at different groups, having a conversation. But they must have got some plans with them. Wade Kirk gets into the field. He is another explosive batsman who can hit and hurt you bad. His explosive sixes will just not cross boundaries, will make you run and gather the ball, which can be quite destructive to the opponents. Numan bhai, बहुत बढ़िया था. It's nothing, you know, like होता है ना.
Where are the kids? Can you call Mohammed for me, please?
किसको? Mohammed. Mohammed.
It's coming? Bhai. Shoulder को लग गया.
Bilal with long levers is now in the field with his partner being on the other side. Wade Kirk, who is explosive equally. That was a beautiful shot. As I was mentioning that the long levers, he executed the shot from top of the covers.
गाड़ी में जा
मैंने अपना दिया देखे भी बड़े वाला किसी के पास है बैटिंग कर रहा है ये वाला छोटा होगा ना
Beautiful shot. That was well controlled. It was a bit risky, but scored. That was well controlled. Strike. He's now asking for a new helmet.
कॉम्पैक्ट लाइन
Wait, which car? Wait, it's a yellow. Oh man, I wish I could drive it.
That was just slapped through the point reason by Wade. Hit him hard. The ball was hit hard. The fella didn't have any chance. He went into the gap anyways, but that raced into the boundary like a trace bullet once again.
I have to do this magic trick, okay? You have to do this because this is a safety precaution. You want to come back and see how? Okay. Just do this. You want to see me?
So 86 runs has been scored off the first
Everybody
power
always
play. The first and only power play with the loss of 3 wickets. 3 crucial wickets there, but the damage, the required damage had been done by the batsman of Avaani Cricket Club in the top order. Still requiring 248 runs of 14 overs with 7 wickets. That remains for Avaani Cricket Club.
Okay, that's enough passion.
We'll be taking a little bit of a momentary break from the commentary box. Enjoy the stream. In the meantime, the score can be viewed from Cricket Club's live games. And this game is part of the Ramadan T20 Cup 2026 that can be viewed as part of the Sydney Smash Cricket League. We'll be back soon. Thank you.
So yeah, this is the house tour.
Oh, she was 20 and she had me when she was like 9 years old. Because I'm 11.
Let me show you the magic trick. Oh yeah! What's up, baby?
We're done.
Oh my gosh, alright, now I
Have your phone.
can stick my head out. I can stick my head out the car. Doing the house tour, I realized I have one big problem. Oh my gosh. I don't have enough gas. Look at that, I only have 50% left. If I'm going to be in here for 24 hours, that is not enough. So our first mission is to get gas. So now it's time for the best part. All I got to do is lift this up and start the engine. Oh yeah. Of course, safety first, seatbelt, because we're going to drive very fast. I mean, Alright, I'm not gonna lie, it's too hot for this thing to be down. I'm already sweating, so we're putting it back up and turning the AC on. By the way, to turn the AC on in a Lambo, all you gotta do is press this button right here, and then put it on low and turn that bad boy up. So once we got to the gas station, I realized we had another problem. I just realized I'm not going to leave the Lamborghini. How am I gonna put gas in this car? Alright, so technically this isn't leaving the Lamborghini. So maybe, bro, I can't reach that. Oh my god. I have to get closer. So I changed my parking and I almost got a little bit too close. Look how close this is. Oh my gosh. Bro, if I was a fingernail closer, I would have hit that.
That ball traveled and traveled quite a distance.
Oh my god.
He just fetched the ball from the fence of the house there. He's making his way back into the field. The two back-to-back beautiful sixes by Bilal. Bit of a discussion there. Consultation required for the bowler. You know, a lot of things can go around this thing, but once again, a spectacle to watch Bilal.
After that, I left the gas station and luckily didn't hit anything on the way out. And of course, like always, I drove to
Oh, that's a shot. There's a fielder there. Would collect it and would score runs, and that's a very smart cricket. Didn't try to hit the ball quite hard. A little bit of rectification there by Bilal himself. He knew that he could have played that ball and waited for that ball a little bit more, but he shouldn't be disappointed with himself for scoring those two massive sixes and scoring 1 runs, and that would make it 13 runs of 3 balls. Wade is a very good batsman who can smoke you out of the ground if you're bowling him pace or just bowl in his length. So, oh, that was edge. Dida had a little bit of an inside edge, missed by the keeper. Once again, Bilal comes back into the crease for Avaani Cricket Club. Good composure there by Bilal. Took his time off the crease, managed his gloves around, and we had played 3 balls already and watched 1 from the non-striker's end. Assessing the field set, would be looking to go for this one as well if it's in the slot. No hesitation. There you go. That was didn't quite connect that one and went into the field. Good catch in these tricky situations when balls are not quite clear. It's very hard to judge the ball that has gone into the air, but that was a good presence of mind there and good field set. Had to go for it considering the run rate required and the target. Good ball, I'd have to say, for keeping that outside off. Bilal comes back to the dugout after scoring some quick runs. scored 23 runs of 9 balls with 2 sixes and 2 fours at the strike rate of 255 runs and 56. Avaani Cricket Club still treading towards the hill of this steep run chase. 333 runs, now requiring 233 of 12.1 overs, with batsmen like Bisnu Kadwal, Jabran Amzad, who's making his way into the crease. Wade Kirk still not out, scoring 5 balls or 6 runs. He would be desperate to get going. Absorbed a bit of a pressure off of a good spin ball earlier, was trying to hit the ball. The pressure does that for you sometimes. You know, the run rate required is in the back of your head, and the ball is there in your visual periphery, but you don't quite focus because the mindset is stuck into something else. This is running towards the boundary. He will collect it well, and I think that could have been boundary, but they was scored 2 runs off of that ball. Still a good over for Avaani Cricket Club, but just the drawback is they lost a very valuable wicket of Bilal, but he has done the job. Not quite in the spectrum of the run chase, but that's what Avaani Cricket Club requires. They just need one batsman to get going, and so far all batsmen have scored substantial amount of runs before getting out, and in between they just need one batsman to get going, and things like that can happen at the moment because all the batsmen have been scoring and getting out, and sometimes that can catch up with the mindset of the opponent where they wouldn't be concerned about some of the runs that are scored by a few batsmen, and that can help build the momentum for the batsmen on the other side and then just keep going. However, it's a very, very tricky and challenging situation. It requires a lot of class, a lot of focus to be able to dig your team out of a situation like that. That would have been, if it would have been connected, but takes a leading thick ace and runs just for 1 run. Wade definitely struggling against Nasir. A good ball once again in the spectrum of the run chase. 11.60 economy for Nasir Jalil in this game, with 1 wicket already in his name. That's well played. Would tuck away just for an easy single. That's 2.3 for Nasir Jalil, I beg your pardon, with 28 runs and gathering 1 wicket. Wade once again comes back into the crease with 3 balls remaining in this over. That's hit straight. Fulder will run and collect, and ACC will just collect 1 run off that shot. Brilliant team, great hit Abad. Very highly regarded in the setting of community, and always a competition against them in whatever formats. Well fielded there by the fielder, the infield setup. The score update is 8.5 overs and 107 runs. Avaani Cricket Club requiring 228. This is being called for a catch, but would land softly in front of the fielder at long on and long off. Both of them making the chase to collect the ball and gather it and then send it back to the bowler. That was over, and a very good over, just conceding 4 runs. Nasir Jalil making all the use of the pressure that is on top of the batsman for Avaani Cricket Club, and making use of his huge experience to capitalize on the opportunity. That would have set back Avaani Cricket Club a little bit, but positive is they haven't lost any wicket, so this time in the crease actually does a great deal of help for batsmen. The heart rate just comes down a little bit. It's not like, you know, once you spend a little bit more time in the field in there, you do tend to get a little bit of sense, sometimes not losing a wicket and not scoring runs. I mean, not scoring runs is just okay, especially if you haven't lost any wickets, and that's what has happened. So still a positive over for both sides. From a different perspective, once again, Ravi, I think, came into the crease for bowling. I'll have to take that detail just in a while. Yes, it was Ravi indeed. That was hit hard, but didn't connect quite well. And 1 run once again for the ACC. That went high. That went high, didn't click once again. I'll have to take a little bit of a break from commentary box for now. Hope you're watching the live stream, and as I was speaking, that was bold. Just the pressure doing the job here for Gradita Badabad. A bit of a jingle there in the middle. Umpire's trying to go and fix that up, but nonetheless he tried to play in terms of what was required for the team. Scoring just 3 runs of 4 balls. He's making his way to the dugout. Jabran Amzad for Avaani Cricket Club. Avaani Cricket Club now requires 223 runs in 10.2 overs with 5 wickets in hand. With that situation, Faisal Naseem gets into the middle. Wade Kirk now scoring 10 runs of his 12 balls. He struggled quite badly against Nasir, but he would be looking to compensate. That would be on the back of his head. That would be on the back of his head. But this has been a match to watch. I hope all of you are enjoying it, the excitement that this situation of the match has been providing to you so far. Good ball, but equally played well. And on that note, I forgot that I was going to take off from a commentary box for just a brief moment. Looking forward to broadcasting very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, keep enjoying the game. Brought to you by Avaani Real Estate and Avaani Enterprise. Janam sam chakaro, janam sam chakaro, janam sam chakaro.
Ahmed!
What's up? That's why I told you. I didn't do anything. All I want to know down there now. I didn't. Down there, wait up. I told you not to go. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Okay, I'll send it to you. All right. Now, he doesn't drink anything. I gave him his drink. He's saying you put up in it. I didn't put anything. Wallah. I didn't. Train station. Yeah, he ate macaroni. Okay, no worries. I'll send you on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp.
बड़ा होगा ट्रेन
Right. Can I borrow your t-shirt, please? मेरे पास भी यही है. I don't know who's my t-shirt.
भाई जर्सी चाहिए, टी शर्ट चाहिए। खै सन्जिता हुनुहुन्न? मिल्छ?
अर्को छ कोही छ कति आउट भइसक्यो भाइ
सन्जु दाइ आउनुहुन्छ तपाईँ पारा म लेगम पारा आउने हो अनि ब्याटिङ यसपछि एक विकेट बाँकी होला ए ल ल ल ल ल दिपेश लाइटर छ लाइटर लाइटर त कहीँ छ त दाइ त्यहाँ हुनुपर्ने त म होइन एकछिन चाहिँ हातमै थियो मेरो अनि सम्झेर मैले त्यहीँ हालेको थिएँ हेरौँ
Not that playing.
Yeah.
हेलो लेट हो रहा है। कौन कौन बाबा अभी सही बाबा बाबा बाबा
Supporting the King James. With this match heading towards the end of the second innings, Avaani Cricket Club has scored 214 runs with the loss of 8 wickets. The last cricket partnership really sticking there. However, with a surmountable amount of runs still on the scorecard, we will be ending this broadcast. But thank you all for watching and supporting the community games. Avaani Cricket Club now needs 120 runs in 3 balls, which is somewhat disappointing to mention, but nonetheless they will carry on. Hope that they will carry on the positives from this game, and we'll be back with more arsenal and more strategies for a better execution with plans with bowling. Once again, I would like to thank you all for watching the broadcast, brought to you by Avaani Enterprises and Avaani Real Estate. We will be running the ads shortly, and having said that, the catch was taken at long on.
Welcome to Avaani Enterprises, a collective of purpose-driven ventures shaping bold ideas into tangible impact. At Avaani, we don't just build businesses, we build communities. We tell stories. We create platforms for growth. It begins with Avaani Real Estate, where vision meets value. Founded in 2021, we've helped hundreds find their dream homes and sound investments. From strategic land acquisitions to off-the-plan sales, our projects, like the landmark $32 million Grantham farm development, are designed for lifestyle, legacy, and long-term return. Then there's Avaani Premier League. More than just a cricket tournament, it's a celebration of community, culture, and competition. With 16 vibrant teams and a growing fan base, Avaani Premier League is redefining what local sports can look like. Diverse, inclusive, electric. Backing it all is Avaani Cricket Club, nurturing grassroots talent, creating leaders on and off the pitch. We're not just training players, we're shaping character, confidence, and camaraderie. And to tell every powerful story, there's Avaani Media. From live Avaani Premier League broadcasts to cinematic real estate campaigns, we bring ideas to life through visual storytelling, digital marketing, and immersive content creation. Together, we are Avaani Enterprises, where purpose meets possibility, driven by innovation, empowered by people, and committed to making every idea matter. Welcome to Avaani Enterprises, a collective of purpose-driven ventures shaping bold ideas into tangible impact. At Avaani, we don't just build businesses, we build communities. We tell stories. We create platforms for growth and immersive content creation. Together, we are Avaani Enterprises,